Ladies and gentlemen, we're back with another video, and I want to dive a little bit deeper into why I don't like 151. And I just think a lot of people are going to be really upset with 151 long term. And the only reason I'm saying this, and I know a lot of people are going to disagree with me, maybe most of you disagree with me and just think I'm crazy or I'm coping. I've had people say, "You're coping, bro. You don't you missed out on the easy bags, bro, so you're coping, you're mad." And it's like, I'm not mad. I'm mad I didn't buy a lot of Greninjas, so fuck off on that. I am coping on my Greninja shit. I will say that. I was wrong on Greninja, but I was still right, it dropped. Either way, I want to talk about coping. So, I mean, you can't really say I'm coping, and this is why I do like being invested heavily into the right things, is I'm not coping when I have a sealed case of 151 UPCs and own 8 more down there. And the Pokemon Center ATV, the whole 151 gravy train. Now, I want to do an analogy. I believed in 151 at $80 a UPC. Okay, I want to break it down for you guys. The Pokemon Center ATV, I paid $450, and I felt like that was so fucking ridiculous. And yes, I managed to squeeze some more money out of it, but I don't think I look at the 151 UPC and the ETBs, and you are literally squeezing money out of a dead carcass, in my opinion. That is what you're doing when you buy 151 for $350 a UPC and up. I mean, the easy gains have already been had on it. Now, it really just depends on them not reprinting it, but I'm telling you, at first I was bullish on 151, and I still don't think the prices will absolutely tank, but I think it will be very dead money. So I'm not saying, your 151 investments are absolutely doomed, because, I mean, they're not. They're still a little risky, but they're not doomed. But I want to throw this out there. This is what might doom your 151 investments, is this set coming out. Like, this might have doomed 151. And I will explain why. It's cheaper. It's a better set. I mean, can you even deny it at this point? And, it blows my mind, because, someone like Pokemon Joey, they're telling people this is Shining Fates 2.0, bro. Are you fucking high? Hold on. Let's compare the prices of the chase cards. You can master set 151 for cheaper than $400. Okay? You can master set. You can buy every fucking chase card at 151 for $400. Am I arguing with fucking brain dead people at this point? Am I the only fucking one that has a brain in this fucking hobby anymore? Run the numbers, dude. Run the fucking numbers. Prismatic Evolutions. Even if the cards fall off a fucking cliff tomorrow, the Umbreon is still, even if the Umbreon cuts in half, it is worth more than every single fucking card from 151. Okay? I think, what's Umbreon at? $700-800? It literally is a better set. It's a better product. It just is. If the general public can get these for $200, why the fuck are they going to spend $400 on a 151 UPC, or $350 even, when you can get this for and I overpaid for mine. I mean, you could probably get these for $200, $180 if you watch. Look at the facts, guys. Look at the facts. This has the most potential. I mean, if I'm looking to squeeze the most money out of a product as I possibly can, 151 has already been squeezed. It's a lemon that is just almost empty. The set fucking cards have plummeted. They weren't really that great in the first place. The arts on them are all right, but it's expensive. And it's prismatic, yes, it's still in print. Yes, you do take the risk of it being massively printed. Somehow these drop to $80. I don't ever see that happening. But my point is Prismatic is a better quality set. The chase cards are there. Both sets suck to open. You're going to lose probably all your money if you open them. But if you're looking for sealed investments, this is what I would be throwing in my collection. I'm personally turning a lot of my 151 and burning it into prismatic because I know the real winner. It's not like fucking rocket science, bro. Like literally the 151 shit, the Charizard would have to blast off through the fucking roof to even be on the same level as prismatic evolutions. And it's just the math. Like, it's just the fucking math, dude. It's not even that, like, I'm, like, mad at 151. I'm not, like, angry in any way. Like, I should be fucking hyper shilling the fuck out of 151. I should be telling all of you it's the greatest set in the world. It's going to be $800 so I can dump it on you. You know what I mean? I should be telling everyone it's the greatest set ever. It's the greatest set ever because I own one prismatic ETB. I have no reason to fucking shill prismatic. I own one that I'm probably never going to sell because I like it. And I own 12 151 UPCs I bought for nothing, and I don't give a fuck about them. So, of course, I should hyper shill them to everybody. But I'm not. I'm just breaking down the truth. If I have your money and I'm going to throw money into something, of what I would say is a better fucking deal. You know, that when prismatic is out of print, it is going to run a lot more than 151. And it's the same thing with Paldean Fates. The Bubble Mew is worth pretty much more than every chase card almost combined in 151. And that's just it, man. You know, like, I've even had Pokemon Joey say, like, oh, I'm just coping, bro. Like, dude, I'm not coping when you look at the set value. And I understand set value is not everything, but it's a pretty big deal because, first of all, pack rippers, they're not going to want to open up 151, bro. Like, if you're a pack ripper, are you going to want to spend $400 on a UPC to chase a $200 card that you probably won't pull, and you get 16 packs to pull it? I mean, does that sound like a remotely good time at all? No. Now, open up a prismatic fucking UPC, you might pull fucking 3 times the value out of it. You know, you probably won't, but still, like, at least you have the chance at pulling a high set card. So pack rippers are not going to be really hyper focused on 151, dude. And it's just the truth. Like, you guys can let me know if I'm like crazy in the comments, but I just don't see the potential in 151. I at these prices, guys, you have to really compare it. Like, what else can I buy instead of 151? And if there was nothing else out there and everything's hyper shilled to the moon and expensive, like, yeah, I'm going to say, okay, 151's a good deal. But it's not. Like, not when there's prismatic being mass printed for half the fucking price. I can't tell you guys that 151's a great investment anymore. Because it's not. You know, that if I'm putting my money somewhere, I would say put it in prismatic over 151. And, I mean, you could say that's crazy, or Paldean Fates, you know, or Paldea Evolved. I mean, these are all sets that I think are going to do really well. And even Twilight Masquerade, the Greninja, is almost worth as much as all the chase cards in fucking 151. I mean, I'm not saying that's an amazing set either, but, like, it's just the truth, man. That, you know, like, am I saying you're going to lose money if you buy 151 UPCs? Probably not. But I think it's going to be really dead, slow-ass money. And, I mean, I could be wrong. The UPCs jump up to, like, $800. And I look like an absolute buffoon. And, I mean, hell, I hope they do. For anyone that's buying in and, you know, including myself, because I own so many of them. But it's just, man, prismatic is a different animal of a set. I mean, it is built like Evolving Skies, and we see where Evolving Skies is today. I mean, Evolving Skies is probably one of the greatest sets, hands down, created in a minute, even though, you know, yeah, the pull rates suck, but value-wise, it has done incredible. And, you know, that's just the point of this video, is really look at what you're buying. Like, look at the value in the set. It does somewhat make a difference. I mean, That's why I say Chilling Reign's undervalued, because it has $1,600 in chase cards and it's like a 450-ish box, you know. Same with Battle Styles. Like, it has like 500 some dollars in chase cards. It's a $200 box. You know, Evolving Skies. That's why I say it's still kind of undervalued, because it has $5,000 in chase cards. It's a $2,000 box. You know, you have to like look at it with the chase cards, because that's why people even fucking rip it in the first place. I mean, Stellar Crown, has it moved like crazy? No, because it doesn't have any fucking chase cards. You know, and that's where 151 is headed. It's better than Stellar Crown, but it's not like, I don't know, man. Like I said, I could be wrong, but it's not like this incredible buy that you're going to buy them at $400 and they're like $1,000 next year. I don't think that's the case. I don't think it's that way at all. It may hit like $500-$600. You might squeeze another $100-$200 out of it, but I mean, look at the difference. You know, like, you have to wake up and like realize that you can't go with what everyone else does. Sometimes the herd is completely wrong. And the herd has been completely wrong 90% of my investing journey. Every time I've went against what everyone else believes, I've done extremely well. I'm just saying. Every time I've went against buying Ancient Origins at $1,200 when everyone said that's like the dumbest thing ever, go buy Evolving Skies, and now it has just massively outperformed everything. You know, saying to buy Team Up at like $3K, and everyone was like, oh, that's too much, bro. And now it's insane. You know, saying to buy Unbroken Bonds at $500, and now it's a $2,000 box. Every time I have went against the grain and against the easy current of just making shit videos, saying just buy 151, bro, that's the cool thing. Like, no. Now we're in an era of where the real value of the set and how fucking actually cool a product is matters. Because now it's like there are not booster boxes on Pokemon Center anymore. You know, you're not buying Fusion Strike for $1,000 on Pokemon Center anymore. So it depends on how fucking actually cool the set is. And if it's really worth opening. And like Fusion Strike has that. You know, Lost Origin has that. To where these are really good sets to still invest in. You know, but the cool factor starts to kick in. And that is why Evolving Skies has been going up so much, is because people know it's fucking cool, you know. And I think with Paldea Evolved is another one, you know, at $300. I think that is a better pickup than 151, because like now it has a pretty established Magikarp. That price could come down some, but I mean, yeah, Paldea seems to be like a good buy too. And same with Paldean Fates. The Bubble Mew does not seem to be dropping. It might even go up more. So, I mean, it's just like, yeah. I mean, like my tier list is Prismatic, Paldea, Twilight, and then maybe 151. You guys can let me know if I'm wrong in the comments. You know, maybe people do come back to 151 and it's just this nostalgic generation that people love. And I mean, I understand you guys love 151. I'm not denying people like it. I'm just saying, when you're comparing the set values and really looking for the best investment money can buy, I don't think it is. I just don't think it is, you know? And I'll die on that hill. I will die on the hill of saying Prismatic will outperform Shining Fates. So, I mean, if you want to compare my advice from this channel to Pokemon Joey or Alex from Nostalgianomics, I mean, go ahead. We'll see what happens in a year or two. But I think Prismatic, when it's out of print, will at least do what 151 has done, if not a lot better. I mean, that's my honest opinion. And I would say it's a good time to try to trade your 151 UPCs for 2 Prismatic UPCs if you can. You know, just my opinion on the matter of what I would be doing, or grabbing up more Evolving Skies. You know, But every time I've went against the grain, I mean, buying Champion's Path, another example, it has done better than 151 has in the past couple months. Well, about the same, really. They both have kind of went up, like, just some, but still, I mean, it's literally, even Champion's Path, it's literally a better set than 151. It just is. You have two Charizards in it, that are both worth more than the 151 Charizard, and it's an older box, and not as many people bought it. So storing them away, you're going to be one of the few people. You think 151, everybody's buying 151, bro. They're all stashing it away. You have to buy the shit that people don't fucking think of, and 151 is going to be the number one thing that everyone stashes in their fucking closet because they're being hyper shielded. It was a good investment 2 years ago. It was a great investment 2 years ago. And it could continue to rise, but it's going to be slower than Prismatic. Because in my opinion, it should really go down a little bit. It should be about the same price as a Prismatic UPC, in my opinion. I mean, they should both be about $220, but you're really going to have to wait for that to hit like $600-$700. You're going to have to wait, especially if people get smart and they realize, wait a minute, I can buy Prismatic at $220 a UPC. You're going to have to wait for all the buyers to flush through all the Prismatic UPCs at the 200s and raise them clear up to 400s, and probably then some, for them to even start considering buying 151 again. And that is just my honest to God opinion, that you could have to wait a while. And that's if people wisen up. Hey, if people stay stupid and they're like, oh, 151's the best, I'm going to keep buying it. Sure. Yeah, 151 will do great. But if people wisen the fuck up and they realize, wait a minute, the Charizard UPC is better than 151. The Prismatic UPC is better than 151. Why buy that shit? Hey, I'm just saying what I'm seeing, and reporting the facts of it. I'm not going to hyper show you into 151 and say it's the greatest investment when it's already 4x, bro. Like, I understand with Evolving Skies, but that's only because it's old as fuck and it's just probably your last chances to get it. But 151, I think it's going to be a slow gainer, man. I really do. And, you could consider me being stupid on this one, but it's steep. $400 for a 151 UPC is steep when you can buy a Prismatic UPC for $200, $220, $250 even. It's such a better buy. It just is, The only thing the 151 UPC really has going for it, in my opinion, are the promos. Like, the promos might help carry it to be like a unique product. But as far as booster bundles go, like, a lot of people are bullish on those, buying them for $60 and hoping they are going to hit like 120 really fast. They're going to be really hard to resell for 120, man. I mean, really hard to sell for that. Especially because you're just getting a couple packs, man. Just my opinion. But for my subscribers, I would be very fucking careful of what you're throwing your money into. Like, what you're giving this away for, you have to really think about what you're giving your money for. And what will give you the best gains in the next couple years that you plan on holding. And in my opinion, Prismatic and Evolving Skies are like your two just out of the park sets. And you can see it because they're built the same fucking way. They're built with all the evolutions, and that's what people like. People love Umbreon, including myself, and people love Gengar. That's why Fusion and Evolving Skies have done so well. 151, I know people love Charizard, man, but they're kind of sick of it, and it's going to be tough. It's going to be tough to convince people to spend $400 for a UPC when they can buy a Charizard UPC that's older for like what, $275? I think it's roughly the Zard UPC price, or a Prismatic for $220. There's a lot of competition that, in my opinion, 151 just has to like freakishly stand out. And I don't know, man. Like I said, either a lot of you will be right that are still holding the bag, or a lot of you will spend a lot of dead money and end up selling it for a loss. One of the two will happen. But if I'm a gambling man and I'm betting on any products, it would be Prismatic, Evolving Skies, Paldea, Chilling, and what else we got? Like these Vaporeon boxes, just unique shit like that, Lost Origin, stuff like that, man. Stuff like that. It's just the way to go. I think it's just not going to be, like, I don't think people are going to be that stupid forever. They're eventually going to realize, like, there's not really any value in opening 151. But I guess we'll see what happens, man. You know? But, yeah, for anyone that said I'm coping, that's the nice part about having product, is, like, that's why I don't want to sell much of my product. Is, like, so when someone says, like, oh, you're coping, you can just be like, well, I mean, there's cases of it. So, I mean, I'm not coping. I'm just telling you the fucking truth so you don't piss away all of your money and you're just like, fuck, I'm stuck. And, you don't want to get in that position. Like, you want to be in on this stuff at good prices, Like my 151, I only hold it because I'm in at it at such a good price, dude. I'm in it at $80 fucking each. So, of course, I'm going to hold it and not really care and be like, cool, 151 to the moon, bro. Like, I'm right with you. But, like, if I'm buying something, man, Prismatic is it. And hey, it may drop. Prismatic may drop. There may be more reprints. The price drops. But you give Prismatic another 3 or 4 years to cook when it's out of print, it's going to do crazy things, man. In my opinion, But that's just where, I'm at with it. Let me know what you guys think in the comments, but I just think 151's overrated, bro. And that's coming from someone that just owns a shitload of it. I wouldn't buy it at $400. I wouldn't buy it at $350. I wouldn't buy it at $300. I just think it's going to be tough for you to make money out of it. And you could be waiting a while, Like, even my Pokemon Center ETB of 151, when I bought it for $450, like, I knew it was a good buy, but I still just thought, man, this was a $60 fucking box. I could be sitting on this forever till it hits, 8, 9. And I mean, hey, the 151 Pokemon Center, it might hit 1,000. Like, that might be the one 151 product to actually do it. But the rest of the 151 shit is just hot, overprinted, overpriced garbage, in my opinion. Compared to your other options. Like, you have to do that and invest, and you have to compare what is really the most competitive fucking thing I can buy right now. And in my opinion, it is Prismatic Evolutions. Let me know what you guys think, but you guys have heard me ramble about this, dude. It's literally this, like, the set values are so fucking much different. Like, you're talking about a $5,000 chase card set, thousands of dollars in chase cards, or a couple $100 in chase cards. I mean, it's not rocket science. What's going to be more desirable? The only reason 151 is expensive right now is because everyone's panicking because it's out of print. And it is like a mid set, That's why, like, I know, like, I'll lose subscribers for this. People will hate on my opinions and say I'm stupid for hating on 151 because everybody loves it. But, I'm not everybody. I don't think it's that good. And the card prices show it. Anyway, hope you guys enjoyed this. Good luck on your investing journeys. But, yeah, you know what my opinion is. And, like I said, Pokemon Joey, his 2 sets to tell you to buy are Shining Fates. And, we're going to do a competition. We're going to check back in a year and see which one has done better. 151 or Paldean Fates and Prismatic. Sorry, 151 are Shining Fates, or Pokemon Joey's picks, or Prismatic, and I'll have to write this down. Prismatic at 220 a UPC, or 151 at 400 a UPC. And in a year, we'll check in and we'll see which one makes more money. We will also compare the Shining Fates ETB at $95 or the Prismatic ETB at like 120. And we'll see which one does better in a year. This should be interesting. You know, we'll check back in like 6 months too, just to see where things are. But we'll see who's right. We'll see who's right. Anyway, hope you guys enjoyed this one. Thanks for sticking around for the full video, and we're out.